Now, this murder and the one that preceded it have something else in common. And that's that he appears to have called authorities on a payphone after he did it.
Yes.
Right? Jumping back to the murder of Darlene Ferrin and the attack on Mike Megyn, at 12:40 a.m., there was a call to the police, and it was to the Vallejo Police Department. The man said, "I would like to report a double murder." He didn't know that Mike Megyn had survived. "If you will go 1 mile east on Columbus Parkway to the public park, you will find the kids in a brown car. They were shot with a 9mm Luger. I also killed those kids last year. Goodbye," an apparent reference to David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen. Then after the Cecilia Shepard and Brian Hartnell attack in Napa, similar. Call to Napa County Sheriff's Office at 7:40 p.m. "I want to report a murder." No, a double murder. "They are 2 miles north of park headquarters. They were in a white Volkswagen Carmen Ghia. I'm the one who did it." What's that? What do we glean from these confessions, which everyone seems to agree was Zodiac?
Well, I'll give you another example too, because it matches. Oceanside PD, first cab driver killed. And before he killed him, he called the police department and said, this is paraphrasing, "I'm going to commit a crime that you're never going to be able to figure out." And sure enough, after shooting him in the back of the head, just like the San Francisco cab shot back in the head, he calls a few days later from that area and said, "I told you you'd never figure it out." He was stationed at a Air Force base along the coast in Santa Barbara area. And there is a railroad track that empties right at his base and is 5 minutes from the murder scene of that cab driver in Oceanside.
Now, I want to keep my crime straight, because the next crime we know is committed by Zodiac was of a cab driver. It seems like you're talking about a separate one. But the one,
Correct.
Let me just set this one up before we get to your one. This would be Zodiac number 4 confirmed. Again, he's claimed to have killed 37 people. So it's, or maybe 34 or 37. But the list is very long. We're just going with the ones that law enforcement has said, yeah, this was him. So Paul Stein, October 11th, 1969. His cab was hailed. The cab wound up a block away from the destination that was asked for. Paul Stein, 29, was shot once in the head at point blank range. Weapon was a 9mm. 3 witnesses watched the suspect from approximately 60 feet away as he wiped down the cab with a cloth after killing Stein. That's interesting. So maybe different weapon, not a .22, not a knife. Now we're on to a 9mm. And someone sees him clean up, which is a new detail. They describe the man as a white male, 25 to 30 years old. Again, that's all consistent with Mike Megyn. Stocky build, consistent. Reddish brown hair, consistent. Mike had said brown hair, with heavy rimmed glasses. That's a new detail. And they initially thought this was a robbery gone bad, but then they realized it wasn't. And once again, Zodiac wrote a letter to the San Francisco Chronicle this time. And he said, "I did it. And tell us why we had every reason to believe that was not a hoax letter. The person writing it really did kill Paul Stein."
Well, he also sent letters afterwards, and one of them he bragged the reason they were not finding any prints of him was because he put glue on his fingertips, and that left no prints. And he bragged about it in a letter right after that, too. So it matches the Oceanside back of the head. That is a one shell that was recovered on the floor of the cab. It is with, right now, San Francisco PD, and our plans are to compare our 9mm to their.
This is the one, if I'm not mistaken, where with the letter he sent to the San Francisco Chronicle, he included a portion of the bloody shirt of Paul Stein, which is just so chilling. And his letter, this is the one I mentioned in the intro, where he talked about, he said, "I'm the murderer of the taxi driver." To prove it, here's a bloodstained piece of his shirt. "I am the same man who did the people in the North Bay area." And he goes on to mock the San Francisco police. And then he makes the comment about school children making nice targets. I think I shall wipe out a school bus some morning. And goes on to, in detail, what he wants to do to the children. This is signed with the Zodiac symbol. So he's getting more aggressive and he's getting needier, right? Like needier. This to me seems like somebody who really wants them to know who he is.
Well put. And that's exactly what happens with a lot of the psychopaths. They're narcissistic sociopaths, psychopaths that are hoping someday they can share with people who they are. And they sometimes leak it out. And that is just a perfect profile in that particular case.
Cryptocurrency may represent the future of money. It is one of the most exciting investment opportunities to come around for some time. But what about taxes? With an Alto Crypto IRA, you can trade crypto like Bitcoin and avoid or defer the taxes. Think about that. Invest with as little as $10, no setup charges, no account fees. Get into investing in crypto and do it in a tax-advantaged retirement account. 150 plus coins available, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. With industry-leading security, the advanced encryption standard for wallets and private keys, and secure trading 24/7 through Alto's integration with Coinbase. Are you ready to take your investments to the next level? Diversify like the pros and trade without tax headaches. Open an Alto Crypto IRA with as little as $10. Just go to altoira.com/Megyn. That's ALTOIRA.com/MEGYN. Start investing in crypto today. Go to altoira.com/Megyn. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.